my biggest unique thing is that holistic approach, because now you're going out of your way to make sure that these learners know that they're excellent.
There is excellence in you.
Yeah. When you mention education and early marriage, they normally...
It is caused by the social economic aspect of the type of life that we have in the slums. Then you find that the product out of their thinking is just that now we are rejected, we are doomed.
Yeah, and most people see people from the slums at people that are associated with bad things.
And those who do good, do best in our Kenyan system come from the very poor backgrounds.
Yeah. The new education system that came with CBC.
If the government school...
Yeah, you can imagine.
If the government school is not well equipped, what about these community schools? There are some fee charges that we charge. But now when you push for that to happen, you might lose them. Now, when we go slow on that, you find teachers are suffering.
Yeah, so it's a struggle of keeping a student in school and a teacher in school at the same time.
Hello, good people. Welcome to another episode of the Urban Online Show. My name is June, and today we are going to be discussing matters education, looking at the education, majorly in the informal settlements, looking at the challenges. What does education looks like in the informal settlements? And in this case, when I talk about informal settlements, I mean Mathare to be specific. So with me is a personnel that has been in this field of education in Mathare for quite a long time and looking to making sure that young people or children in Mathare get access to education. He's a founder of an education center here in Mathare. He's going to enlighten us how education looks like in Mathare, the challenges they go through, and how they are able to keep up with the challenges. So, Mwalimu.
Yep.
Karibu.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and joining us. So you'll just introduce yourself, say your name.
Yep.
Just have fun introducing yourself so that,
Thank you. This is George Ochieng,
Okay.
the director of Excellent Care Center. It's a school that is also in the slum of Mathare. We have been there for since 2006 up to now. We have some stories to tell about education in the slums.
Yes, I know it will be like a weird question, but I want to know what is the story behind the formation of Excellent.
No, it was a name that we tried to raise hope, give hope to the residents of Mathare slum. When we gave the name Excellent Care Center, we thought that everybody is excellent. Be it you are from a poor background, if you are rich, there is excellence in you. There is something in you that, if well calculated, then you can become somebody good in the society. So we looked into this and found that people were really suffering. There were gangsters, there are dropouts, people like they lost the hopes. But I told them, you know what? You are excellent. There is something called excellence in you. And that's how we came up with the name. Yeah.
To give.
And to give them hope that still they are excellent people. They are not dumped in the society, but they are excellent. They can move on. They can go.
Yeah. As the journey been since the formation up to now, it maybe has not been the same since it was formed. You said how many years back?
From 2006.
2006.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the journey has been tough, rough, because of the social aspect of the type of life that we have in the slums. But we were determined, and we are still very determined that we have to achieve. We have to make people know who they are, and they become important in the society. So what we did is to liaise with the community leaders, the administrative authorities, and even also with some of the organizations. You know, when you want to do such a thing, you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So we were to come up with a working team that will help us make it happen. So like when we were dealing with the early pregnancy and early marriages, we were to involve the administration. And in fact, they played a very big role into that. We also involve the religious leaders, even the church. We bring them on board and then tell them, please, we want just to change the society. It is hard doing it alone. Come on, come together. We do it together. And we have seen the tremendous change that we have today.
Yeah. When you mention education and early marriage, they're normally more or less in the same sentence or statement. Why is that? Early marriage and education.
Early marriages affects education.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you aspire to be somebody in life, then you find that something hinders it.
Mm-hmm.
What hinders it is now what we have to discuss. Early marriages hinders it. So dropouts hinders it, and also the emerging gangsters also hinders it. So those are some of the hindrances that we have to education within the slum areas.
And it's something that you are trying to fight by bringing excellence in the community.
And we, in fact, early in the days, it was so much rampant. Mm-hmm. But now with the emergence of our schools, the low-income schools, we were trying to fight it together. Whenever we go for meetings, workshops, it was the topic that we are dealing with, early marriages. And now this, you find that there is a little drop, though it is caused by the social economic aspect of the type of life that we have in the slums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cannot fight it just completely, but there must be a change that we are experiencing through that fight that we have.
Yeah. It's like we have moved away to meenda sana. So, could you paint a picture to someone that is listening? How is it the education system in Mathare from? How does it flow?
In the slum, we follow the normal curriculum or the normal system that is given by the government, the Minister of Education.
Yeah.
But just because of the type of life that people live, you find that some join school very late or some do drop. When they drop, there is a change or an effect that is given. There is a problem. When somebody joins school a little bit late or drops, you find that now there is a hiccup in the system.
Yeah.
But normally, we follow the normal curriculum that is laid by the Minister of Education of Kenya.
Okay, so everything is based on the education system of Kenya from the latter.
Yes, but sometimes back, we were coming up with adult education. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we were trying to raise some centers also within the slums to help the adults who never went to school. So we came up with the adult centers where they can come register, and then we do the tuitioning, we teach them, and then we enroll them to go and do the national exams that can also enable them to go to another level, transit to another level. So with that, there are so many adults that also went through that system, and they also graduated through that. We have to say that lack of education was also so rampant in the slums, but now we were trying to come up with a way of how to help those who dropped out, those who are still parents, and they would like to continue with their education. So we introduced that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. Yeah. I love a question there, but I just want to know, because when you talk to young people in informal settlements, there's a way they see education as something that maybe might not really help them, because they're looking at people that they've seen go to school and they're still coming back to live with them in the informal settlement, and they're like, for me, education, let me not give it a priority. Or maybe the social problems that are there, a parent says, I have to pay for education and also get food for this child, so let me just get food, and education becomes a secondary thing. So how are those conversations to make sure that they come and be part of the center that you...
The only problem is there was a feeling that they are rejected.
Okay.
The slum dwellers, or some more people that are living in the slum, feel like that they are rejected. And when you have that spirit of rejection within you, you lose hope.
Yes.
And you cannot go far. Why do you think they feel like they are rejected? Because they go through that education and they graduate, they are qualified,
Yeah.
lack of jobs. Now that's where the problem is. Once you lack a job, then you cannot go far. You can't change the environment. You come back to a low level in the society, and the lowest level in the society comes just when in the urban, then we call it in the slum setup.
Yeah.
So those who lack jobs, they come and converge together because they cannot afford to pay the bills. So once they are there, nobody gives hope. They linger around, they converge together, they make stories, they do nothing, and so they come to be the idle minds. So you find that out of that, anybody that would love to continue with the learning or going further, they say, no, after all, I see my brother is a graduate,
Yeah.
but he has not made it in life. So why should I? Why should I? So there must be hope. And we also want to come up with the advocacy that it's only that you have to get a job, you to have a brighter future. Once you are educated, you can do something that can change your life. And that's why we embrace all organizations that can come up with those ideas to help with the society. It is a spirit that is being forced within the slum, that spirit of rejection. But we have to make them understand that there is still something that you can do out of education, out of the qualification that you had. You can do maybe environmental change, you can do business, so long as you can keep your life. But if you want to find that people can converge together in the slum, then you find that the product out of their thinking is just that now we are rejected, we are doomed, we are lost.
Yeah.
You see, that's what's happening.
Yeah, and most people see people from the slums as people that are associated with bad things.
And I tell you, even if you go to these real estate, bigger estates, where those who have do reside.
Yeah.
When you tell them that you are a graduate and you come from Dar es Salaam, they feel that like maybe you are mentally disturbed. There was somehow a problem with your mental. So you have to be looked at keenly. You must be studied or else you cannot be given opportunity. So we are being rejected, and I think we need to pull our socks. But it is that life that has gotten up with these people. We need just to advocate for them, for great help and assistance.
Yeah.
Maybe from organizations and from the government.
Yeah, because as for excellence, you're reminding them that they are excellent people.
Yes.
To giving them hope.
Yes.
As you said, you can't do it alone.
Yeah, you cannot do it.
It's a collaborative approach. To come to think, how is it being a school that is operating in Mathare with all those challenges? How do you retain or acquire qualified teachers to come and also help in?
Now that it's also one of the key things that are affecting education in the slums.
Yeah.
Lack of qualified teachers. And when you don't have qualified teachers, you don't give quality.
Yeah.
But, we have students that are hungry for education. They really struggle out of those mega resources. They are really struggling to make ends meet. And most of the time you find that those who do best in our Kenyan system come from the very poor backgrounds.
Yes.
Because they see like, I have to struggle to make my mom come out of this situation. So they struggle, and again, out of those resources, they become great people. But it is a challenge that is affecting our school. we don't have resources that can match our name. Our name is big,
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
But now when you go to that school, you don't see the excellent face look of it. Yes, from the services and out of the things that you are doing and the hope that you're giving, people see that these people are really excellent. Professionally, they're doing their things right. But when the outlook of the face of it, it is not good just because of the mega resources that we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why we are within the slum. Yeah, that's why we are within the slum, and we have to fight it. We have to fight it, and the battle continues. We shall not tire up. We have to make ends meet. We have to make those who are hungry for learning, let them accept.
Yeah, because now I can imagine if, for example, excellence does not exist, it's create a room for now early marriages and everything. So you have to...
We have a population of 500 students.
500 students.
When we had the flood and the schools was demolished, we suffered.
Yeah.
And we almost lost some of them. But it is good. We were doing door-to-door, coming up with the door-to-door outreach to encourage them just to go on with it.
You went as far as going to their houses?
Yes, and tell them, please, don't give up because they lost everything. Yeah. Somebody have lost everything, uniform, school, no materials. You can't just let that go and reach out to them, bring them back and tell them now, I have a support here. Like you people, you gave us some bags.
Yeah.
That one was much good. You tell them now, there is somebody that has support us with the bags. Can you come out of the house? Let's go to school.
Yeah.
And so they came back to school and we said, God is good.
I know we talked about that sometimes, but can you just tell us how that created a very bad impact on Excellent, the floods?
The flood, yes. The classes were demolished.
Yeah.
Up to now, we are still struggling to establish.
And it's been how long? When was the flood?
It's now we said 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And now we have not settled. We are struggling to build the school. It is still there. We are trying to fundraise. It is still hanging there. But we don't tire up. In fact, I have something in me that is pushing me, faith. Because if I give up, then I'm going to lose these souls. And they leave the school at large. And now you see, when they leave or they don't come to excellent, they may not get a space.
Yeah.
Because education is expensive. They may not get resources to continue. That's why we only pester resources. We ask you, can you give us bags? Can you give us books? Can we help this child? Things like that. But there was a big effect. We were badly affected.
Yeah. Yes. It was bad. Yeah, I'm saying...
Most of the families were displaced.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying it was bad because I came to Excellent and we saw at that time our students were sharing classes, teachers were sitting outside or using a tent, and it's been 1.5 years and you're saying you're still struggling to get resources. It means the impact was so big.
Huge.
Yeah, it was huge. And one thing about education in Mathare, it's not only about giving learners knowledge, it's also about keeping them away from what is out there. Because when you're not in school, then you're exposed to early pregnancy, exposed to crime. So education, Excellent being there not only gives education, but also prevent them from other social problems.
Yeah, and we also, it's not only education, we have spiritual growth that we give them, and also, welfare. We are looking into a way how we can keep them with some little breakfast, lunch, because I tell you, life in slum is very hard. Some of them, are in drugs. Most of the students are under drugs, ARVs, drugs, that's for the HIV/AIDS.
Yeah.
And you find that the most families that are maybe single parent, find that the mom has gone to fend for the the family. Then when she comes back in the evening, there is no food. So keeping such a student in class is not easy. So as a school, we are also opening arms to see a way of how we can give them breakfast and lunch. This is to support them continue with their life and also with their education, not to be rough on them too much.
Yeah.
So the school is doing holistic.
Yes, it's like an holistic approach.
Yeah.
Because I know someone who stayed in school because of that food.
That food.
Yes, I know someone who stayed in school because of that food. They could get that lunch and they eat a little bit of it, carry. Some go back home and they feed the family. So it's like a whole holistic thing that you're giving. But how do you manage to convince the parents and the community to, regardless of the challenges they are facing, to keep their children in school? Because sometimes they might decide to stop the children from going to school because maybe it's expensive or they're not seeing hope or stuff like that.
Somehow, some of the things that are great challenges in the education in Salame is economic hardships.
Yes.
These parents undergo.
Yeah.
When a person has got no work or job, you find that a single mother will involve the child in doing some course or some work. That one is child labor.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
So we are really pushing that we don't accept that children should be put into labor. The labors that they can offer is, daddy or mommy, can you go and sell these groundnuts for me that we can get some food? So we normally have parents meeting, teachers and the student, tell them, please, I know the economy is very hard. Don't abuse the child. Don't give them some labors that they go and sell for you. And then now when you come back in the evening, you get that money, you go buy food. Please look for another alternative. Let the child stay in class. Secondly, again, we also go slow. There are some needs of the school that we require as a school. There are some fee charges that we charge. But now when you push for that to happen, that they have to pay. You have to pay, you push them, you send them school fee, you might lose them. So sometimes we say we go slow. Now, when we go slow on that, you find teachers are suffering.
Yeah.
Their houses are locked. They cannot provide for themselves. So it is a challenge. Once you live in a slum and you want to offer service in the slum, you have to accept that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to cry big to the Lord to give a helping hand, to help you curb some of the challenges. Say that maybe if I get somebody that can stand with just paying these teachers, I'll not be sending these children home. If I can get somebody that can support this single mother just to establish a business somehow, then this mom can run this business from out of the capital that she can be given. Things like that. Like some 2 years back, I had a colleague that wanted to support businesses. And I said, can I give you some people? And then so people were writing proposals, how to start a business, things like that. And some tailoring mamas, they started the tailoring shops, and up today that thing is moving on well. So that's how we cooperate with them. We don't want the child to be affected so much. Let us not push them so much. Let us talk to the parents not to offer the child labor on them. Let us go slow, and also let us look for resources that can enable them also start up businesses. Yeah, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm imagining when now you've decided to go slow, because there are things that you're supposed to acquire. You have to pay teachers, you have to get other resources, desks and things like that. And you also don't want the parent to feel like they're being pushed to pay for this fee and take the child out of school. So it's a struggle of keeping a student in school and a teacher in school at the same time. And it might be challenging. But in the midst of this, apart from just wanting to give hope, what other thing makes you want to keep Excellent going?
apart from giving the hope,
Yes.
it is just also helping the society.
Okay.
In fact, education is key.
Yes.
If you don't want your society, your community to grow, then deny them of education. You can be giving them hope, yes, but hope with education is not fine. It is not good. Give somebody hope, but show him a way of how to change their life in future. You don't give a fish, but teach how to catch the fish.
Yeah.
So we are giving hope, but we are teaching them how to end or to keep the life moving in future. When you have the purpose, yes, you can now knock and get your opportunities. Giving hope and also creating opportunities for them in life.
Okay.
That is the importance of education.
Yes. Yes.
We give hope. When you're giving hope, it is through various ways. You can preach, teach, counsel. You can do it on many ways. But now give hope of education, change a brighter life.
Yeah. I'm now looking at the new education system that came with CBC, junior secondary school, and it was supposed to be incorporated in all schools. And the issue of how CBC is expensive and the requirements of CBC and now JSC. How is that challenging to Excellent, or how have we been able to adapt to make sure that you're able to be in a good position to incorporate those systems that the government puts in education?
The CBC, the curriculum-based education, came up with a new approach of education.
Yeah.
Some, you will find that it has various challenges like inadequate resources or infrastructure or lack of resources. You find that up to now, even the government schools are not well equipped with the resources. That was a big challenge. If the government school,
you can imagine.
If the government school is not well equipped, what about the schools? So, Kenyan, it is still in the dark.
Yeah.
But I have to say that it's not dark as it started. It's not as dark as it started. Now a little bit becoming brighter.
Yeah.
The only biggest problem that we experience in the society where we come from, in the slum, is the hidden costs. Hidden costs that new curriculum came up with. Like you find, you are told that it is curriculum based.
Yes.
Where you are to let the learner also involve the parent.
Yeah.
You are involving the parent, and the parent tells you that, Mom, I don't have any money for the cyber thing. So there are so lots of hidden costs in it
that comes with it,
that as a slum dweller finds it a little bit very difficult. It requires also digital literacy.
Yes.
And how in the setup, in the slum setups, there is not even Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not there. You are told to go and go.
Electricity. You're talking about Wi-Fi. Yes.
And so you find that we are going to be the forgotten lot. And it is still a big challenge, not even in the slum, but even to other areas in Kenya. Yeah, so new education system is still a chronic baby. Now it is still very low.
But personally, I think, this is my personal opinion, I think that before introducing that new curriculum or the system, I think schools or learning institutions could have been prepared, and they make sure that they are able to, or just test it first and see if because I believe when it comes to national exams, they're being tested the same, like it's general, all the schools from the slums, and if they do the same exams, right? So it means you're supposed to be able to teach them what other schools with resources are teaching their children. So if it's going to be difficult for a school to acquire these things, and then it's not going to be fair during examination period. So my thinking was, they should have equipped schools with these things first before introducing this system. But that is just my thought.
No, the new system, it came up with something known as career pathway. Career pathway meaning when you have your child in the house, you have to know what type of pathway should he or she take. She wants to become a doctor. That is a pathway. Let all the studies now go towards being a doctor.
Yeah.
He wants to become a footballer. Then meaning, I want to train him, and after knowing some basics, then I need to take him to the training
The field.
for what? For being a footballer.
Yeah.
But now, how do you do that in a Kenyan of today, where we don't have those facilities? You don't have facilities, and you want to, or you say that you want to train your child to be a footballer, yet even the playing ground, the playing field, you don't have as a school.
So if someone wants to be, when someone wants to become a footballer, what now do they do? Like you take them from class, start teaching them the field.
What it's there is now, we have career pathway, meaning we are going to have, they are put into 3: STEM, social science, and arts and sports.
Yes.
So arts and sports, meaning your skills are like you can do the arts and sports. So as in grade 9 right now, when you are going to be taken to senior school, they are going to look at your performance down there. This child knows how to draw. There are also some practicals that they do. He knows how to draw, and he knows how to play football. He knows how to dance. He knows how to rap, and so like that. Now, this child should be taken to this school that offers that pathway of the arts and sports. So, for example, when you go to Pangani Girls, you don't go there maybe to learn becoming a nurse. But you just go, you are called there because you are of arts and sports oriented. Okay. So they take you there. So when you go there, you find your profession. That's the only thing that they offer. If you want to become a doctor or a pilot or what have you, there is a school that will call you. But for you to qualify for that school, it starts from...
you have to show...
from the ground here. Practicals, the internal assessment that we do. Government also send their assessments on the portals. And then when we mark, we send, and then they rate you. So when you do the final assessment in grade 9, you will have qualified for that school that you wanted. Such that when that school is there, I learned in Gandhi Girls or Stare Boys. So people in Kenya will just know that Stare Boys, they offer pilots, mechanicals, and civil engineers. Only that.
Didn't know that. It's okay. I really never saw it that way. I don't know. I've never researched about it.
Yeah.
But is it something that is realistic from this level?
It is trying to work, but now it is something that they're forcing. The government, they needed to have done some research and preparation well. But they were not prepared. It is just, let us start the new curriculum. We shall learn on the way.
That was my problem.
That one. So they ought to have done some research and prepared well. But now they are forcing it on the student. It must happen. It must work. So for the first court, it will be a little bit challenging. But I know in future, it will work. It will work.
It looks like a good kind of education system because it gives a child an opportunity to also choose what they want to do. The issue is just are there resources for that? Well, the child that wants to do music, you have pianos in school for a child to learn piano or stuff like that. Do you have a teacher?
Now, like right now, when we had the first timetable for the grade 9 assessment, the first timetable indicated that they will be having some practicals, lab practicals. But now I think they went back to their minds and then said, if we don't have the equipped labs within our schools, how are we going to have it? So they scrapped it. They said, no, we're not going to offer practical examination, and maybe until such a time when Kenya will be ready. So that's how, even the colleges right now, even the university, they have not started offering the training towards the CBE system. Kenyan education system is a little bit not prepared. They are forcing it.
They're trying things.
Yeah, when you want to, you need to prepare with even the resources, the human resources first. Teachers, what do you do? Let us first of all train them. But do you know that they are forcing it on teachers, and teachers are told, go with this subject all. But you came from the college and you are not taught that. So you can tell people, see, you are once teaching chemistry, go and try and handle it. Just go and try and handle it. They ought to have trained the teachers first.
Yeah.
Now this cohort, this first team, that the colleges that we have, I think they should even have the curriculum of how to train the teachers on the new CBC.
Yeah.
My daughter is taking education in university. So I asked her, are you being trained on the CBC out? You will be under, but we don't have that. So meaning they are still training their teachers on
the same things that are there before.
But Kenya is not prepared, but they're forcing it. If you want to offer a well-organized CBC curriculum, we expect that we are going to have mechanical or garage in what? In these schools. If I go to Eddie Murray's primary school, there must be a garage. Those who are going to be mechanical engineers, they'll be shown there. Those who are going to be of the civil engineering, they'll be shown there. But it is not there.
Or not even in every school. They just have, if there are 3 schools in this area, they have a central that these schools will be going to. That will make it.
Now, if that's the status of Kenya, what about the status of the slum?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If that's the status right now of Kenya, where everything, there isn't. What about the slum? Where even the government vehicles don't come to inspect and see and check. So it is a struggle.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
Because now they're...
Meaning, if it were not of the school, some of the schools in the slums, then it will be a man-eat-a-man society. Yeah. Everybody will be turning to be a gang member because nobody is taking care of education. And it would have turned worse. But the schools have really helped. In a big slum like Mathare Foye, only 2 public schools. And they are overloaded.
Yeah.
They are full, overcrowded. So meaning the government must also come up. And right now, I thank them because there is one of the people representative, this MP, Honorable Oluoch, has taken a bill to the parliament for the consideration of these schools, and they're discussing it.
The community schools.
The community school. Okay. Last week, Honorable TJ Kajwang, Waraka MP, organized for public participation. They want the government to help these schools also to be recognized and to be funded with the textbooks and with the facilities that the government should offer them. That one is a good move.
Yeah,
we pray that it will happen.
A good.
Yeah, I pray that it will happen, such that we also empower education in the slum. Yeah, to also help the slum dwellers have quality education.
Yeah, you're already doing it. You just need the resources.
Yeah, just need the resources and recognition.
Yeah, because most of
and not that we are not recognized. We are recognized and we are given exam centers. I speak to you. I was long time given an examination center whereby we do exams that are of government exams. They send their supervisors, invigilators, and even the security personnel to come and undertake this examination. So they know us.
Exist.
They know very well, but they don't know us with their resources. We
They know you the exam.
We want them to know us with their resources. The little shilling that they put for education also be put for the slum dwellers. Yep.
And I think it's something that we should start. I like that you're saying that the MP and they've started talking about it. For a long time, nobody was talking about the situation of community schools and informal settlements. And I felt like they were the people playing a bigger role because if you look at the public schools that are there, they cannot accommodate even quarter the number of learners that are in Madar. Yeah, so community schools are coming in to complement that. That means the government should also come in to giving resources.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. We are... Yeah, I wanted to talk about government and policy gap that we've touched on that. But now looking at all these challenges, and when talking about CBC and innovations and things like that, what is one unique thing about schools, these community schools, that you can speak of?
one unique thing is that they are well loved or liked by the residents.
Okay.
The residents, the slum dwellers like the schools because it is low cost.
Yeah.
Low cost that can meet their little bit needs. You know, the government schools are also very expensive. When you go to the government schools, you have to have some money. You will be paying some fee for food. You will be paying tuition fee. And they're prioritized on tuition fee, evening tuition and in the morning. Why? Because it is overcrowded. And those who can pay, they're given special attention and special time. So you'll find that people go and pay. And it is every day 100 shillings.
Every day?
Every day 100
It's not 30 shillings.
And not that.
When I was in primary, when was that?
That is long gone.
Aye.
It's long gone.
100 shillings every day.
It is 100. Yeah, and it's too much. And imagine, meaning they pay. That tuition fee only will translate to about 3,500 in a month. Let's have a look. Because it is like 500. Not only 500, it will go to Saturday as well.
Yeah.
So it is 600 every week.
Yeah.
You have not even paid the
food.
The food. So they like these schools because we are dedicated. We look after their children and we are determined to change their lives.
And we are realistic.
Yes. And we are also struggling to get people that can feed them and can also sponsor them. But it is not working well with us because we have not received those people.
Mm-hmm.
So we are relating well with them. The community schools are relating well with the parents.
Yeah.
Because we understand them. You know, government school, we won't understand you. Once they say we need this money, it's upon you to give it out or go and wait for your child at your door. So there is a good collaboration. Say, even if I don't have money, but such a school can understand me, they offer education. Yeah, I think it's good.
It's a good thing. That my biggest unique thing is that holistic approach. Because now you're going out of your way to make sure that these learners know that they're excellent and they understand spiritually, mentally, and you accommodate them in terms of during disasters and need. Because I remember when the floods came, when now after the demolitions and it was bare, even the learners that used to learn there will still just come back and play there. They acknowledge this is with our space. So they have accepted these schools at their own second homes where they get that hope.
And
Of course, get the food that they may not be able to get their homes and stuff like that. So that's what I love about these community schools. And it's a good thing if there's a bill being tabled for them to be funded by the government, to be not only be recognized, but also to be given education materials like textbooks. I mean, you guys are not asking for too much, right?
not too much.
Yeah.
Very little. Because we are helping them through their work.
Yeah.
It is not us to offer education. It is the government priority.
It's actually, I was to ask you, why are you bent in giving this learners education yet is not you?
Like, sometimes back, there was a court battle between us with the government.
Yeah.
That why are you putting students here? And so when we went to the court and we were arguing with the government,
Yeah.
whose responsibility is it to offer education?
Is.
I want to ask you, the government, why are you not offering? And because I got this child loitering.
Yes.
So, we won the case and we were told to continue and improve our schools. But we went again to the government, please improve these schools for them. Now, that's why we were also lobbying for these representatives, the MPs and whoever, to take up all these issues and go discuss it in the parliament. It is working. It's working.
Yeah.
It's working. We will succeed. But it is just because of the love that we have for the community. If you are serving your community, if you see something amiss, you need to fix it.
Yeah.
You should fix it. If you don't fix it, then you don't love your neighbor. Love, the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Once you love yourself, you can't see a neighbor, and the neighbor is the community,
Yeah.
suffer on a way, and you don't want to help.
Yes.
So we are helping because I can't see a brother going on drugs and we can't give hope.
Yeah.
We can't see a sister not attending school, going for early pregnancy and early marriages without our help.
Yeah.
Altogether, there is an English that says, altogether we are symbiotic, like we help one another and you help me continue with my life.
Yeah.
So that's the relationship that we want, a symbiotic type of relationship within the community.
Yeah.
A brother can help and I can also help, and I complete the circle, then we be perfect in the society.
Yeah.
That is what is required of us. Now, when you do your part as this youth and urbanization thing, when you do your part, we do our part. We're going to have a very excellent community.
Yeah.
Because if I'm lagging behind, then you come and help. And then we make it complete. A society that is so good, holistically brought up, so good, with all the virtues that we aspire.
Yeah. I would like to know your vision for education in informal settlement.
We have just to offer an excellent education, and I've really been praying for a big space and having a boarding for the school where we can host or we can put those who are parentless. The people that are parentless, sometimes you are forced to see how you can help, but we cannot help because we don't have a boarding school. So my prayer is one day we shall have a nice place that has got a nicely built school, academic excellence center. That's what I aspire to have. It is long coming. It is long overdue.
Yeah.
I know God is going to make a way. Yeah, it will come. such that when we can also be bragging of a Madarian or a slum dweller becoming a very big person in our nation, then they will also not forget about the slum. But we have to offer the best that we are. But now we are praying for people to come and help. We cannot do it alone. May you not tie up with us. May you come help us change the society. May you advocate for them good rights, human rights, good rights that they deserve, and also education. Let them have the best. Together we can make it. Together we can make it.
Yeah, you can say something.
And for you people, youth, and Urban Zoom organization, this is great. I like this vision.
This is your camera. This is
I'm reading something over there. Shaping urbanism for children and young people.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep pushing. One day, it will happen, and our society will change. Our urban setup will change. The slum will change. I bless you, and I'm happy for you. May God bless the work that you're doing. Don't forget these schools. Bring forth any hand that can help us, and we shall appreciate.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yep. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I loved about Excellent when you were doing the documentary on how they're affected by floods is the hope and the faith and the belief that they had that they can still do this and give a chance for people in informal settlements to acquire quality education, regardless of what they were facing at that time. And it's been like 1.5 years, and you are reconnecting back with the director, and he's still saying the same thing. He's passionate about giving quality education for the people of informal settlements, and you're saying how you can help. So if you're passionate about giving education, or if you're passionate about keeping a child in school and preventing teen pregnancy and stuff like that, then you can work with Excellent to make sure that they are able to give quality education to the people living in Mathare at this time. So their vision of building a very holistic place where people in informal settlements can also get quality education, and they cannot feel left out when it comes to education. Because education works as the common barrier that brings us all together. When you're in a class and you're educated, nobody will really say where you're coming from because you're able to utter what they can also utter. But when you're not educated, it's very easy for someone to judge you. So that is what Excellent is trying, so that people will not judge people coming from informal settlement because of their level of literacy or stuff like that. So it's an opportunity they're giving to young people in informal settlements as a way of also preventing early pregnancy, child labor, crime activities by keeping these children in school, and with their help, they can do that. So thank you for coming and sharing, and thank you for also continue giving hope to the people of informal settlements. This is the Urban Online Show, and my name is June. Thank you so much for watching.